Hi everybody, I'm Harry. I'm here at Level Up Entertainment in Mays Landing, New Jersey. I'm the Level Up resident pinball guy, and today we're here to show you how to play Super Mario Brothers Pinball, which is a pinball that came out from Gottlieb in 1992. There was 4,200 of these made. This is the big brother to the Super Mario Mushroom World, which was the smaller yellow cabinet. This is the big one. And this was part of Nintendo history. Nintendo only made two pinball machines with Gottlieb, and this was the first game that was voiced by Charles Martinet, who did the voice of Mario. So you'll hear him throughout as we play the game. The other piece of history, it's Gottlieb's first dot matrix display game, which is the screen there. And yeah, let's get into the game here. We're going to have a couple of other folks here to help teach you how to play Mario. This game comes up here at Level Up in our tournaments quite a bit, and we just want a pinball player. So to start things off, I'm going to point out some of the shots on the playfield and some of the things that you're going to do. So when you first plunge the ball, it's going to come around, and it's going to come up to this flipper here. There's a third flipper. A lot of people forget about that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try to either shoot the Yoshi target here, or you're going to around, and it's going to come around the back and go down this green ramp. We also have this left ramp here, which is the Yoshi ramp, and we'll see what that does in a little bit. That Yoshi ramp will bring it back up to the flipper, and you can repeat what you did before. Moving around the playfield, you have the Luigi Cave down here. You have the pop bumpers. You have the castle shot, which is this here. You have the right orbit, which goes underneath the green ramp, and then you have this scoop here. Have your two in lanes, your out lanes. There's a kick save here on the left side. There is not one on the right side, and that will kick your ball back into play if it's activated. And there's also a drain shield, which will come up from time to time as you're playing the game. I forgot, guys.
Actually, yeah, there's a few things here. When you use up that kick save, if you get the ball into this scoop that's at the top, that will relight your scoop up here underneath the castle. The ball will actually go through, there's an alley underneath, and your ball will actually kick out of here, not out of there. Which is important because if you want to light this shot over here, if you have, say, the super or the question mark block or something like that, you don't necessarily want to hit this late shot on this flipper, you can shoot it up into that castle, and it'll underneath and trigger that switch.
Right, it'll award whatever's lit over here on the right scoop, which is important when you're trying to spell super and finish off that last letter. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the glass back on, and we're going to play a couple of games here and walk you through some of the different goals for Mario Pinball. Hey guys, alright, so we're going to play a game here and try to talk through some of the strategy while we're doing it. The first thing that you're going to do when you plunge is this game doesn't have a traditional plunger that you pull back. It has a button, so you push it and it's going to auto plunge up to the top flipper. Now when you have it up there, you have two options. You can either shoot the Yoshi target, and that adds to your end of ball bonus, or you can shoot to the right of that, which will take it around the ramp.
Yeah, there's a little hole in here. You can kind of see it a little easier once you're in person. But you can see this light, it's advanced super, so it'll give you one of your letters for super. As you can see, it already spots you with the S.
Yeah, and you want to spell super in this game, S-U-P-E-R, because that will turn you into Super Mario, and you can destroy castles that way. Like in the Super Mario Brothers game, you want to destroy castles. Here, there's 7 castles, not 8. But they carry over from person to person and from game to game. So it's kind of a cool objective as you're playing through it. What I like to do when I first start a game, though, is hit that Yoshi target. Because every time you're hitting it, you're adding to your end of ball bonus. And if you can do that in the beginning on ball 1, that's going to carry over to each of your other balls. So I'll try to show you what I mean by that.
Also, to note on this one, if you don't hit anything and you somehow let the ball just kind of zoop down there, if it doesn't touch anything, this game's ball save is based on switches. It's not based on time.
Let's see if we can demonstrate that. Hit the slingshot.
You hit a sling.
Well, maybe we can demonstrate that later. But yeah, if you don't hit anything and it just goes down the drain, then it'll come back to you. So now we're ball 2. So that went around the super ramp. I got to spell the U. Now it's going to go into the left scoop. This is sort of a slot machine random award. Try to bounce that over. And that will award you points based on what lined up on the slot machine. It'll give you 1,000,000 points, I think 2 million, and 5 million is the max, I think, for 3 mushrooms. And that's random. If you're in competition mode, it'll be standard, so everybody will get the same reward. but for this, it's just set to random. So all right, now with the ball on the left flipper, what I'm going to try to do is shoot the right orbit here because I want to collect these turtle shell shots to start a mode. So that's what we'll try to do. Nope, completely missed it. Got the ball back, completely missed it again.
Whiffed again.
But I collected a turtle shell there off of the post.
Looks like...
All right. So now what I'm doing here is cradling up. This is a technique that pinball players use to keep the ball under control and to line up their next shot. If you're new to pinball, that's one of the things that you want to try to do is get the ball under control as much as you can. Get it to a cradle so you can sit there and think about what your next shot is going to be. For me, my next shot here is going to be to try to hit this Yoshi ramp, get it back up to the top.
Also of note, because Harry flipped that switch that's in the in lane here, you can't see it, it's right underneath of this green ramp. He's lit the quick shot. As you can see how it's lit here. This rollover target up top will award him with consecutive bonuses as you hit that shot over and over and over again.
Right. And that's a technique that some people use when they play this game, is just to keep cycling that through. So let me see if I can show you that to you. So it will roll over that in lane, and you can just keep doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes on this particular machine, if it hits it too fast, it doesn't award the quick shot. So we finished spelling super by doing that, and now we're in Super Mario. We also started a mode. We have a choice between two different modes. So we're going to do the exclamation round, or the Yoshi countdown. The game will choose for us.
So for Yoshi countdown, you just want to hit that Yoshi target as fast as you can.
Which I just missed. Uh-oh. All right,
And
so
right
that's the end of
through
ball 2.
Yeah, right through the shield.
Yeah, right through the super shield.
So now it's ball 3. Harry has multi-ball lit automatically. It doesn't matter. If you wanted to light it manually, you have to hit the 1, 2, 3, 4 targets, and then hit it into the scoop otherwise.
Yeah. And once you're in, you start multi-ball over here. Once you're in multi-ball, it'll be a 2-ball multi-ball if you don't have super spelled, but if you do have super spelled, it'll be a 3-ball multi-ball, and the jackpot shot is the castle. So let's see if we can get into multi-ball. Bring the ball back to the left flipper, and miss that shot, but show you the quick shot.
Yeah, million points is nothing to sneeze at.
So like Brian was saying before, we're getting the award, the mystery award,
Oh, hey,
which
extra
is an
ball.
extra ball, which might help us. So what I like to do when the ball is coming out of that scoop is cradle up the flipper in anticipation of catching the ball over here, getting it back under control. That helps you line up your next shot. So what I'm going to try to do is maybe post pass it over to the right flipper. So what you do is a quick flip, bounce the ball off the bottom of this post, and it sends the ball in this direction to get you lined up over here. Because I really don't have anything I want to shoot for over on this side.
Yeah, the only thing majorly lit over there is the relight for the question mark box.
Right. Post pass is not cooperating. But hey, it went into the multi-ball scoop. So you get your slot machine.
Sometimes lucky's better than good.
Alright, so I got 2 balls in play. What I want to do
Just 1 ball on each flipper.
is get a ball cradled up. Of course we're going to do that. That's alright. There's the kick save kicking in. Oh, thought I could bounce it over. Didn't bounce over, but we have an extra ball. So we're going to go into ball 3. We've gone through our multi-ball. We did a mode. Let's see if we can destroy a castle. We have SU spelled. We're going to try to PER and see if we can destroy castle here. So the first thing I want to do is shoot that green ramp. Get my P. Shoot it again to get the E. Now, when you want to shoot your last letter, it doesn't allow you to do it on that ramp. See, I'm not going to get an R that way. You have to shoot one of the scoops.
It does let you do that on ball 3 if you have not made it to super yet.
Correct.
But that is the only time it will let you get the R off of the top ramp.
Again, I'm just trying. It doesn't matter. It can go into either scoop. There we go.
Yep.
And now I've spelled super, and I also had a mode ready. And one of the advantages of that is it's going to double the points for that mode. So I'm going to pick Mega Bumpers, or it's going to pick Cave for me. It times out.
Yeah,
And now what it wants to do is I have to hit that cave before this time runs out. So let's see if I can get it in there.
There
I
you
did.
go.
But see, that count up was 56 million points for one shot, and it was doubled because of the super. So,
And you're still in super as long as that shield stays up.
right. Like in the Super Mario Brothers video game, if you you now technically have a mushroom and you're Super Mario. If you get hit, you go back into being Little Mario. Same thing here in Pinball. If it goes into the middle or the kick save, you get knocked out of super, and that round's over. But as long as you're super, you can try to destroy this castle. That's what we're gonna do now. Just like that.
Beautiful shot.
So, like we did before, I'm gonna try to cradle up the ball over here. Nope. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. See, that time it worked. So now we're back under control. I'm going to try to light the mystery. Lighting the mystery is hitting the right orbit,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
probably hard to see on camera.
either getting it into the castle hole or this right scoop. So we did it. So now the next time it goes into that scoop, I'll have a mystery award.
Save it again.
So what I just did there, I hit the Luigi Cave. The Luigi Cave has 4 Yoshi coins from the Super Mario World game, and if you can collect those, and you can hit a 5th time, it'll award you an extra ball. So if you shoot it up there again, it'll give you another Yoshi coin. I'm missing it to the left.
You're hitting the bomb and feather target, as a matter of fact, which is useful for the bomb round.
So see, the extra ball will be lit for a shorter period of time. Try to get it up there again. Nope, I ran out of time. If you run out of time, you lose all of your coins and you gotta start all over again. One of the other things that I want to show about this game is it has a video mode. It was popular with pinball in the 90s, and I guess still today there's still video modes. But if you have a Super Mario pinball machine, you've got to have a Super Mario game in it. So in order to start your video mode, what you have to do is hit this left in lane and light the bullet bill targets down the playfield. So right now I have 2 of them lit. Let's see if we can get 3 and 4, and then we hit the castle shot to start that video mode. What I like to do here is try to hit this, try to cheese it a little bit by backhanding the ball back up the left in lane to hit that switch. See if we can get it up there. And if not, I might just push it with my finger.
I was going to say, I'll hit it a couple of times if you want.
So there's 3 mushrooms, 2 million points. Bounce it over. And see that, what I just did there was something called a dead bounce, and it's another pinball technique that people use. See, when people play pinball, they think they always have to flip the flipper every time the ball comes to the flipper, and that's not the case. Sometimes you might want to let the ball bounce off of the flipper to the other flipper and take some of the spin and speed off of the ball and get it under control. Collect another shell there. Try to show you that dead bounce again if we can get enough speed. If there's not enough speed, it just dribbles off and it's going to go down the middle. And we're going to get another mystery award. Mystery awards can vary. So what that does is it gives me unlimited shield. It'll also save the ball down the out lanes, and it'll serve me a new ball. The mystery awards can also give you a mode start. It'll spell super for you. See, it was important right there.
Video mode.
Lights your video mode.
And there's invincibility gone.
Yeah, so that's over. So we could start another mode. You could start the modes by hitting the scoops, or that one up in the back.
Yep, you can see they're lit. You get the key.
Let's see if I can hit that.
There you go.
Bounce in there. Let's do the bomb round. The bomb round is really good. If you ever have the option to do a bomb round, you should do it. What you want to do is hit this target before the time runs out. And then you have to hide into one of the scoops before the bomb goes off. And I don't know if I'm going to make it in time.
Nope.
Let's see. Nope, the bomb went off. But because I started that bomb round, and because I successfully lit the fuse, this upper scoop here is lit for 20 million points for the rest of this ball. So let's see if we can collect that. Oh. Try to get back up there again. Because right now, 20 million points, that's like a fifth of my score, or a fourth of my score. Pretty good.
Nothing to sneeze at. That's for sure.
All right, that's another mystery award here. We're gonna see how we do on the slots. What was the first Mario game with a slot machine? Was it Super Mario 2?
I want to say that's 2.
2? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 2, but do you count that because it was Doki Doki Panic?
Well, it's funny because it's become such a standard thing now in Mario. It's like slots. It's just crazy. There's that dead bounce again. Oh, that's going to go too far. I think that's the end of that game.
Yeah.
So 89 million points.
Nothing to sneeze
Nothing
at.
to sneeze at. I'm going to swap out now. We're going to have Brian play a game, and we'll commentate through his game.
Do you want me to
Here,
stop that?
we're good. We'll go ahead. Also, just in case you didn't know, start button is on the left front of the machine. It's one of the things that people somehow miss. So we'll go ahead. I am also going to hit... Nope, I'm going to miss that Yoshi target, because... Nope. We're just going to hit everything else but the Yoshi target, it seems. So I have all 3 shells lit. So I'm going to go for that back castle and start up whatever mode. Castle extra ball round is exactly what it sounds like. Shoot the castle before the timer runs out to get an extra ball. And we're going to again have that ball coming out of this scoop. And I'm going to immediately lose my kick save. There we go. And an unlucky bounce out of there. We're going to attempt to hit that Yoshi target again. There we go. Because as Harry said, that is worth a decent chunk of change. There we go. We've got 1, 2, and 3 lit, so I've got 4 up at the top here. I'm going to go ahead and try and collect that for an early multi-ball. That way I don't mess things up too badly. Although drifting into a kick save was not ideal for right now. But I'll take a bonus chance, and it's a bonus shell. Hey-o.
That won't happen in this class.
One of the perks of playing with glass off. You get a little bit of weird mechanical. Get in there. There we go. So I am also going to take a bomb round in multi-ball for predetermined reasons. So the game didn't register that ball had dropped, so I made that shot and I made it to cover. All in one.
30 million points for making it into the scoop, and the 20 million is still lit here at the upper scoop. So 50 million points for a successful bomb round. That's going to win you some tournament games.
Yeah, because I mean, Harry was at 80 million there.
My entire game with an extra ball.
So I've made it to 60 million on ball 1. Simply by completing that bomb round and making 1 jackpot, really. As a large portion of the points for that.
Let's talk about the jackpots
there we
in
go.
multi-ball. The jackpots will increase every time you hit them in multi-ball. So it starts at 5 million, then it goes to 10 million, then 20 million, and caps at 40 million a shot. So
yeah,
that can be really lucrative.
Yeah, you can hit a sizable amount of, if you can get one ball cradled up over here, 1 ball over here, and just continuously cycle it through, you can really hit a lot of points that way. Also, because I've already used up my multi-ball, it will not give me a multi-ball on ball 3. So I will have to earn any additional multi-balls. There's the Yoshi.
Now, hitting that Yoshi target also lights the bomb target for 5 million a shot with that feather.
Yep.
Like that.
But you also run the risk of it sending it to nowhere. So I've got that 4 lit, and that lights my R. So we can go ahead and hit that scoop a little hard. This is going to give me super, because it's going to trigger that. It's also going to give me invincibility at the same time. We're going to go ahead Destroying the castle while invincible will end your invincibility.
But it did not knock you out of super.
Well, I haven't... There it goes. There's Castle 2.
So now it's Castle 2 because in my game I destroyed Castle 1. Castle progress carries over between players and also between games.
What happens when you get 7 castles?
If you get to the 7th castle, well, maybe people should just come and
Find out for themselves.
Yeah, 7th castle's a little special. We're gonna relight that question mark and try and get some bonuses. But also use...
triggers for the builds
Yeah,
video mode.
we could almost get there. Let me see what I can do about that. Although I think here's multi-ball again, which will be helpful. Nope. Nope. Right off the flipper. That's 76 million. Again, not an awful score.
No, not a bad game.
Harry still beat me.
Not a bad game. I think the only other thing we'd want to show off is the video mode.
Yeah.
So you guys want to just cheese that one?
Yeah.
Swap in. Alright, I'm going to swap in. We're going to cheat a video mode here and show you guys what that looks like. And then I think you'll pretty much know everything you need to know about Mario Pinball. Let's see if we can get that nope, that hit a switch. Just trying to show you that ball save. Get the ball under control here. That should do it. Back in the cradle. Again, if you're a new pinball player, learning that cradle technique is very, very valuable. So what I'm going to do here is just use my finger and hit this switch if I can. 3, that's 4, and now the video mode's ready to go. That's timed, so if I don't get the ball into the castle in a certain amount of time, I'm going to lose all that progress.
There we go.
Alright, so video mode, right flipper is going to run, left flipper to jump. It's a very late jump. If you're used to playing Mario games, you might feel like you're pushing it really late. And the best thing to do is just kind of practice. I mean, practicing that is really useful, really valuable. And a little Easter egg on that mode, if you run throughout the whole thing, always holding in the right flipper, and you successfully complete it, you'll get 30 million points. If you don't run throughout the entire thing and you just play through it, you'll get 10 million points. So that's another way to boost your score if you run through it, the whole thing, and successfully complete it. So here we're in Super, we're trying to defeat Castle 3, just like that.
Like a glove, pour it in.
And I think that's going to pretty much do it. I might just play out maybe the rest of this ball and then call it a day. Is there anything we left out?
I think that's pretty much everything on this.
Yeah.
I'm looking around the playfield trying to see if there's anything.
Like I said, Mario doesn't get used in a lot of tournaments because the quick shot exploit, people just tend to just do that all day and they don't play the rest of the game. They don't play the rest of the features. So when we have it in tournaments, we disable the quick shot. And like I said, it's already a finicky switch on this machine. There's that dead bounce again. It's already a finicky switch where it won't trigger every so often, but you can see how if you just cycle through this, you're going to really score a lot of points.
Let's go through the rest of the modes real quick, at least just kind of verbally. So we went through Castle Extra Ball, we went through the Cave Count Up and the Yoshi Countdown. The exclamation round, you see these exclamation targets all over the board. It's just kind of a switch frenzy mode. Hit anything that's got a blinking exclamation target and it'll give you some points.
And again, if you can do that quick shot technique, that's 2 exclamation points right there, because this will be lit, the left Yoshi ramp, and also the green ramp will be lit for exclamation points. So if you get into that exclamation round, just keep cycling through that quick shot.
Mega Bumpers. Mega Bumpers is 1,000,000 points a bumper shot.
We already did these, but I'll just take the bomb round again.
Yeah, I think if you're playing on your own just for some practice, I would have taken Castle Extra Ball. Just because an extra ball is typically a little bit more valuable. But otherwise, for a tournament play, extra balls are not very valuable at all.
No, they're usually turned off in tournament play, or they're set to a standard amount of points. So here we are, ball 3. I'm going to try to start that multi-ball. I could have probably did the ball saver there.
How that ball was going down there, had Harry not flipped it.
See, that's a tilt warning, and I want to teach people about that too. One of the things new people are afraid to do when they play pinball is move the game or shake the game. Now, the game has a plumb bob inside that lets you get away with a little bit of pushing of the game. So if the ball's going out to these out lanes on the sides, or it's going right down the middle, you can influence the ball's path by kind of shaking the game a little bit. But if you do it too much, that bob will hit the sensor inside. It'll hit a metal ring, and it'll start beeping at you like it just did to me. And that's a warning. You get 2 of those warnings, and then if you keep going, it'll tilt. And that'll end your ball immediately. It'll kill power to the flippers, and you won't get any of your end-of-ball bonus. So that's something that you'll see a lot of people shaking, and you know, is that cheating? Not as long as you don't tilt, basically.
And penalties for tilt on some games can range from loss of ball, loss of your bonus, to loss of a whole game.
Yeah. Sometimes the tilt ends on older games. The tilt would end your entire game. So let's see if we can tilt it here. Yeah. So see, the entire game shuts down. You get this big tilt. All your friends laugh at you, and it's just bad news all around. But you can get away with a lot before you get to that point. So that's Super Mario Brothers Pinball. You can come check it out here at Level Up Entertainment in Mays Landing, New Jersey. We're gonna do more tournaments and more events here at Level Up, and Super Mario is gonna be a big part of that. So keep an eye out for that. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.